So I just got done watching episode 9 of My Hero Vigilantes, and honestly, we got to see, in my opinion, one of, if not the worst mom in the My Hero Academia universe, and that would be Koichi's mom, whose name I cannot remember and do not care to remember because she was terrible. Not because she was performed or written terribly, but just I think she's a bad mom. She is overimposing, she is insulting, she literally has a quirk just to slap Koichi. Like, it isn't explicitly stated that her quirk is slapping, but she says that she uses her quirk to keep Koichi from flying, because we find out throughout the course of this episode that Koichi can fly, which is kind of insane given that at the start of this he could barely move faster than someone jogging or a bicycle by keeping 3 points of contact on the ground, and now we see him learning to fly, and that is a really cool progression of his power system, where presumably he's using the air pressure against itself with friction, because I'm assuming the slide and glide power relies on friction. But also, Makoto finds out that Koichi is the Crueler, or the Crawler, and we haven't really dealt with that yet, but I'm curious to see what connotations that has, because she was with Koichi and his mom going throughout their day, as she originally was going to try and pretend to be Koichi's girlfriend, but Koichi's mom found out very quickly that that's not true, through a very insulting way of saying, "Oh, no one as attractive as you would go out with my son," which is just ridiculous. And going from Deku's mom, who's one of the best moms in anime, to this in the same universe is honestly hilarious. But we also have Pop, who it becomes more and more clear that she has a straight crush on Koichi, which I hope the feelings aren't reciprocated, because according to the manga, she is 16 years old and Koichi, I believe, is 20. So that's a little weird. Yeah, it's not necessarily weird to have a crush on someone who's older than you, but to have those feelings reciprocated, especially for an unfortunately kind of over-sexualized character who happens to be a minor, it honestly feels kind of weird. I'm not a really big fan of this portion of the anime, but everything else is really, really cool. Again, you get a much more down-to-earth story. Obviously, you have Trigger, the drug that's going around being a big plot point, but you still get more of the day-to-day life of the vigilantes, of Pop, of Knuckle Duster, who we also get his real name and find out that he works for a nonprofit, or maybe that is just his cover. But yeah, anyway, drop a like, drop a follow. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on what your thoughts are on My Hero Vigilante so far. And yeah,